Thanks for joining. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining this morning. Sorry we're checking in a few minutes late. That's totally my fault, but I'll give a couple extra minutes at the end if I can. Okay, hope you're all having a great morning. I'm Katie here with Art of Fitness Yoga. I'm going to be teaching you some gentle yoga this morning, and I'm really excited to do so. Today we're going to be focusing a little bit more on twisting. So what twisting does for us, I know a lot of us have been sitting and kind of just being stuck in the house and maybe not having a whole lot of motivation to get moving and grooving, and that's totally fine. There's no pressure. I'm glad that you're here today. Glad you're here today to practice. So we're gonna do a little bit of twisting today. What twisting can do for the body is it helps us let go of what no longer serves us. Twisting can help the body kind of release things that no longer serve it, and I'll kind of talk about that as we go through this little practice today. But so yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of detox, a little bit of twisting, just to kind of get the digestive tract moving and grooving, just to kind of facilitate maybe letting go of any emotions or anything that aren't serving us right now. Maybe we're feeling a little bit of stress, anxiety. Those are all very normal things right now. But so just allowing ourselves to let go of that stuff as we move through this practice today. And let's do it. Let's get after it. So let's come to lay down on our backs first. Your legs could be bent, your legs could be straight, depending on how it feels to you. Let's come to lay down. And just begin to take a few nice deep inhales and exhales. Kind of settling into the body today, just noticing the way that you're feeling without judgment, just noticing what is. We'll start with a little basic breathing exercise today. What we're going to do is we're going to take 3 inhales. So we're going to take one little inhale into the low belly. One inhale, it looks like a little sip of air, not a full inhale. A little sip of air into the low belly, a little sip of air into the mid belly, and then we'll take a sip of air into the chest. So I'll guide you through it. So take a normal inhale, and a normal exhale. And then a little sip of air into the low belly, little sip of air into the mid belly, little sip of air into the chest. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, chest. Exhale, let it go. We're gonna go through one more round. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, chest. Exhale, let it go. Just return to normal breath, whatever that is for you today. Maybe we're using Ujjayi, maybe something different. And for here, we'll go ahead and hug both knees into the chest. So coming to Uttanasana, hugging the knees into the chest, maybe taking a little rock from side to side if that feels good to you this morning. Get that low back a little massage. To a still. Keep the right knee hugged in. Release left leg to the mat. Left leg could be bent or left leg could be straight, just depending how it feels to you. Just take that right foot in some circles, pointing and flexing the foot, wiggling the toes around. Bring the foot to a still. Take the right knee into the left hand, take it across the body, supine twist. So we're coming to our first twist here. So try to keep that right shoulder rooted down towards the ground, right palm will face up towards the ceiling as we bring that leg across. So here we're squeezing into the ascending colon, which can help with metabolism, stimulate it. So take nice deep breaths into that right side. Bring the right knee back to center. Take right knee into the right hand. Take it wide towards the outside of the right shoulder. Take a few deep breaths here. We'll bring that right knee back to center. Hug the left knee back into the chest. Release right foot to the mat. Right leg can be bent or straight depending on how it feels to you. Just take that left foot in some circles, go in one direction. And then the other. Bring the foot to a still. Take left knee into the right hand. Take it across the body. Supine twist. So try to keep that left shoulder rooted down towards your mat. Left palm will face up towards the ceiling. Here on the left side, we're squeezing into the descending colon, which can help with elimination. Some of you have been eating a lot of heavy foods and your stomach's kind of like, what is going on? Postures like this can help with that. So I thought it'd be a good time after it's like, what, our second, two and a half week into quarantine? Or self-isolation or social isolation. I don't know about you, but I have done a good amount of eating and sitting and catching up on my Netflix, so kind of combat that today. Bring the left knee back to center. Hug the right knee back in. Take a few deep breaths here. Oh, forgot that. Go take left knee into left hand, take it wide. Got to even it out on both sides. Bring left knee back to center, hug right knee back into the chest. And from here, we're gonna take the hands alongside the body, palms down. Feet are gonna come straight out from the knees. So options here, you can always bring thumbs under bum for a little low back support if your low back's bothering you here, or hands can come a little bit wider. But legs are gonna come right over the hips, feet straight out from the knees. Really draw the belly button towards the spine, take an inhale. And then on exhale, we're gonna take our knees towards the right side. But try to keep that left shoulder rooted. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, knees to the left, but keep that right shoulder rooted. Inhale, center. Exhale, right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right side. We're going to do two more on each side, this one included. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good job. Exhale. One more on each side, this one included. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And from here, just hug both knees into the chest on exhale. Release the feet to the mat. We're gonna take the knees to touch and walk the feet a few inches wider than the hips. And then take the knees from right to left side. Together, walk the feet back in, bring the soles of the feet together, let both knees drop wide, a little Baddha Konasana while we're laying down. If you have pillows or blocks at home, you can always support the knees and thighs with pillows or blocks if your inner thighs are bothering you here. Take a few deep breaths. Bring the knees together, hug the knees into the chest, Uttanasana. And from here, roll off onto one side. We're gonna make our way onto the hands and knees. We're gonna come to a tabletop. So stacking the shoulders right over the wrists and hips over the knees. Actively press the mat away from you. Don't sink into the shoulders, belly button to spine. From here, lengthen the chest forward, gaze forward, cow pose. Take an inhale. And then on exhale, round the upper back. Press the mat away from you with the hands for cat. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale to cat. And just continue going through a few rounds of cat-cow with your own breath. Just stretches the spine. It feels really good. Feel free to add maybe movements into the hips that might feel good. On your next exhale, come back to table, so back to a neutral spine. Take your big toes to touch. We're going to make our way to a child's pose. Knees can be close together or as wide apart as you'd like. Hips to the heels, hands walk forward. A few nice deep breaths here in child's pose. Press firmly into the palms. Kind of press the mat down and away from you. Breathe. A little bit chilly. My body hasn't quite warmed up yet. If it feels good to your body, walk both hands to the right side of your mat. Just really squeezing into that right side once again, helping the digestive tract. And try to keep that left sit bone rooted towards your left heel. And walk the hands through center to the left side. Once again, try to keep that right sit bone rooted towards the right heel. Walk the hands back to center. From here, we'll come back up onto the hands and knees. Extend the left leg to the back of your mat. Flex the foot, lift the leg. Either both hands can stay rooted, or right hand can reach to the front of your mat. Option to stay here and just hold, or if you want to just kick it up a notch, take an inhale. And then on your exhale, bend the elbow, knee, hug it in. Inhale, lengthen arm and leg. We're just warming the core up. It's important to have the core engaged. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hug in. Lengthen the arm and leg out on inhale. Then on exhale, you're going to thread that right arm behind the left. You're going to release the left knee to the mat. We're going to come to a thread the needle. So right ear and shoulder are going to come all the way down to your mat. Left hand could stay by your face. It can reach to the top of your mat or behind the low back. Just make sure we're not straining that right side of the neck and shoulder. And take a few deep breaths here in this thread the needle. Knees can always be hip distance or a little bit wider if the low back's bothering you here. Just take nice deep breaths. Maybe releasing anything that no longer serves you right now. Maybe any feelings that you're feeling, worries. Just let it all go with the breath. Just let yourself be here right now for this time. Press into the left hand, come back up onto the hands and knees. And then we're going to do the other side. Extend the right leg to the back of the mat, flex the foot, lift the leg. Either both hands rooted or left hand reaches to the front of your mat. Extended table on the other side. So option once again to stay there. Just stay and hold if you're perfectly happy there, or take an inhale. On exhale, bend elbow, knee, hug them in towards one another. Inhale, lengthen arm and leg out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hug in. Lengthen the arm and leg out on inhale. Then on exhale, we're going to come to thread the needle on the other side. Release the right knee to the mat. Thread left arm behind the right. Bring left shoulder and ear to mat or to a pillow or block if you have one. Right hand by the face. Reach into the top of your mat or behind the low back. Either one is great. Take nice deep breaths. Like I said, knees could be hip distance or a little bit wider if that feels good to you. Just take a few deep breaths here and thread the needle. Bring the right hand back in front of the face, press into the palm, come back up onto the hands and knees. Just go through a few rounds of cat-cow with your own breath. Legs off to the side, and we're going to come to sit down on our bottoms for a moment or two. We're going to come to a Sukhasana, a seated, comfortable seated space. So legs crossed, legs straight out from you, whatever feels best. If you have a pillow at home, you can always sit on a pillow or a blanket if your low back bothers you here. From here, we're just going to reach the hands all the way up to the ceiling. Really draw the belly in, but root down through the sit bones. Take an inhale. On your exhale, release the right hand beside you. Left arm reaches up and over. Take deep breaths. Try to keep that left sit bone rooted into your mat to let it lift away. Root down as you reach up and over. Inhale, come back to center. Reach up. On exhale, release the left hand beside you. Right arm reaches up and over. Keep that right sit bone rooted as you reach. Take deep breaths into that right side of the torso. You can always use that idea that we did with our breathing exercise at the beginning of breathing into different areas of the body, depending on what stretch we're in. So here you might breathe into that low space or maybe that mid space. Inhale, come back to center, really reach the hands up. On exhale, we're going to twist towards our right leg. Pause here, take another inhale, reach a little bit higher, and then twist a little bit deeper, exhale. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Take another inhale, reach a little bit higher, then exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back to center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Take another inhale, reach a little bit higher. And then on this exhale, release left hand to the right knee or thigh. Right hand will come behind you. Look over the right shoulder, behind you. So the important thing with these twists is to realize that different parts of our spine have different degrees of rotation available to us. So the lumbar spine has the least amount. It has a little bit, but it's not as much as the rest of the spine. The thoracic spine, so your upper back and shoulders, that space has a good amount of rotation. And the neck having the most rotation. So you want to think of twisting from above the belly button, so that thoracic spine and neck spine, cervical spine. So really hug the belly in and twist from above the belly button. Gently release, come back to center, reach the hands back up to the ceiling. And then on exhale, twist towards your left leg. Pause here, take another inhale, reach a little bit higher. And then on exhale, release right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, look over the left shoulder. Once again, remembering that we have more rotation in the upper back and neck, right? So try to twist from above the belly button, really firm that low belly and core in, and twist from above the belly button. Gently release, come back to center, reach the hands up to the ceiling. Then on exhale, hands will come through heart center. Bring the hands to the thighs, drop the chin towards your chest. Use your next inhale, take the chin up to one shoulder, doesn't matter which one's first. And then on exhale, chin comes down across to the other shoulder. Inhaling there. And exhaling to come back down and across. And just keep moving from one shoulder to the other with your breath. And on your next exhale, bring the chin back to the center of the chest. Use one of the palms, push the head to an upright. Just take the shoulders in a few circles, going one direction. And the other direction. And then bring the shoulders to a still. From here, we come back up onto the hands and knees. We'll just come forward. We're gonna come back to a child's pose. So take big toes to touch, hands will walk forward. Take a few deep breaths here. Breathe into that low belly, that first space that we breathed into during our pranayama earlier. And from here, we're gonna come into a down dog for a few breaths, downward facing dog. So lift the hips, tuck the toes, hips will reach up and back, and the heels will come down towards the ground. So as you settle into this first down dog, you might take a few turns just kind of bending the knees, shifting the hips a little side to side. We'll bring the heels to a still. Step the feet as wide as your mat. Take a little bend in the knees, walk the hands to meet your feet. From there, you're gonna grab opposite elbows, let the forearms get heavy, the head get heavy. Call this ragdoll forward fold. But just take a few sways from side to side here. To a still, release the arms. Walk the feet in a little bit closer, but still a little bit about hip distance or a little bit wider. We're gonna take a big bend in our right knee. Take the right hand out in front of the right foot. Left hand will either come to the hip, reach up towards your ceiling, or it could come behind your low back. Take a few deep breaths here. You'll feel this in the IT band that runs down the outside of your legs. You'll feel that down the outside of your left leg, most likely. Straighten the right knee, release the left hand. Take a big bend in the left knee. Left hand comes out in front of left foot. Right hand either at the hip, or reaching up to the ceiling or behind the low back. So from the side, this kind of looks like this. Take a big bend in that left knee as you need to feel comfortable on that right side. Left leg, release the right hand. And then we're gonna walk ourselves back out to a downward facing dog. From here, release the knees to the mat. And then we're gonna step the right foot forward in between the hands. We're gonna come to a low lunge. So the right knee is gonna stack right over the right ankle. And then we're gonna reach the hands up to the ceiling. Keep rooting down through that right heel for balance and stability. Draw the belly in. Grab hold of your left wrist, lean off to the right. So from the front, just like this. Inhale back to center. And on exhale, we're going to take the right arm behind us, twist towards your right leg. So we'll look like this from the side. Take a few nice deep breaths here. Inhale, come back to center. Then on exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the inside of the right leg. So you bring the palms to the inside. If you have a block, you could always bring hands onto your block or a pillow. We're going to walk that right foot just a few inches to the right side, coming towards a lizard lunge. Just take a few deep breaths here. Let the hips sink. Walk the right foot back in towards hip distance, and from here, we're going to extend the hands back up to the ceiling. From here, take an inhale. Then on exhale, right arm's going to come behind the body again, twist towards your right leg. You can stay here, or if you'd like to, you could take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, and then bring the right hand to meet the left, and twist. If you're wanting to amp it up a little bit more, you can always lift that left knee to make it a high lunge, but low lunge is plenty good too. So just wherever feels comfortable for your body this morning, just a couple options. Take deep breaths. Begin to unwind, and then come back to the low lunge. Frame the right foot, we'll step the right foot back. And just take a child's pose for a moment or two. And come back up onto the hands and knees. We're gonna step the left foot through now. So coming to low lunge on the left side. Left knee over the ankle, I'm gonna reach the hands up to the ceiling. Just like so. Really root down through that left heel. You don't want to just sink into the hips. We want a little bit of activeness. Grab hold of your right wrist, lean off to the left. Take deep breaths. I hope you all are doing good this morning. Working on twisting today just to help get that digestive tract and the metabolism going. We've been in isolation for a few weeks now. I know we're all beginning to feel it. Inhale, come back to center. Then on exhale, left arm comes behind you, twist to the left. So it'll look like this from the side. Really draw the belly in. Remember what I said earlier, you want to twist more from above the belly button, so thoracic and the neck, because that's where we have more rotation in our spine. Inhale, come back to center. And we're going to take the hands to the inside of the left leg. So just to the inside here. Walk the left foot a few more inches to the left side, coming towards a lizard lunge. It could be on palms, it could be on forearms. If you have a block, you can use a block or a pillow or a book. You can use a book too. Just take a few deep breaths here. Here on the forearms, come back to the palms. We'll come back to that lunge. Bring the hands to the ceiling. And from here, we're going to take that left arm behind us again, twist towards the left leg. Option to stay right here if you're happy here, or you can take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Bring the left hand to meet the right for a twisting lunge. You can always stay here and low. If you're wanting to take it up a notch, you can always make it a high lunge. Up to you. Just take a few deep breaths here. Really letting go of what no longer serves us. Inviting in what we do want. Peace, stillness, balance. Those are all things you could think of inviting in. I like to think of on the inhales, inviting in what I want, and on the exhales, releasing what I don't. So you can always use that if that works for you today. Begin to unwind. Reach the hands back to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the hands. We're going to step the left foot back. Now we're going to come and lay down on our bellies. So come and lay down. Turn the other way so it's a little easier to see me. From here, we're going to take the forearms out in front of us. Bend the knees, reach feet up to the ceiling. Just take the legs from right to left side. Bring the legs to a still, straighten the left leg, keep the right knee bent. You can always prop up onto the left forearm for this. Reach back with your right hand. If this still is a little bit of a stretch, you can always use a strap if you have one, a towel, whatever is handy to kind of wrap around that foot. Dog leash is another really good one to use. Take a few nice deep breaths. You can stay upright here, you can always lay all the way down here. Gently release the right foot, bring the right forearm out in front of you, bend left knee, reach back with left hand, bring the left heel towards your butt so you can stay upright, lay down. If you have a strap or a dog leash or anything like that handy, you can always use that as well. Take nice deep breaths. Yes, to answer your question. Yeah, it'll be on the story for 24 hours. Bend also the right knee. So we're gonna have both knees bent, bringing both heels towards our butt. Now you can stay here. This might be enough of a stretch, just laying here. If you wanna do a little bit more, you can always come into a little bow pose, Dhanurasana, or just staying here. Just a few deep breaths here. On exhale, release the feet, bring hands by the ribs, come up onto the hands and knees. Now bring the legs out in front of us and come back to a seat. So now we're going to come back to a Sukhasana, comfortable seated position. We bring the soles of our feet together, let the knees drop wide, a little Baddha Konasana. You can stay here, stay upright, fold forward, Use elbows, up to you. Few breaths. You could always sit on a pillow. If you have pillows, you can prop your knees up. We'll come to an upright. From here, we're going to straighten the left leg out in front of us. Then we're going to walk the hands towards the left foot. Right knee will be bent, the sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Take a few breaths. Walk the hands back in. Take the right knee back to face the ceiling. Foot will come to the mat. Right hand will come behind you. Left hand will reach to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Then on exhale, you're going to twist towards that right leg. So you're going to twist towards the leg. Option to either grab it with the arm, grab it with the hand, or elbow could come to outside. Look over the right shoulder behind you. Take deep breaths. Really root down to that right hand. We don't want to slouch. Sit up as tall as you can. Inhale. Unwind on exhale. Straighten the right leg. Bend the left knee. Left foot will come to the inside of the right thigh. And then walk the hands forward. You can always use a strap, a dog leash, or a towel here around the foot. Walk yourself back up. Take the left knee to face the ceiling. Left hand behind you, right hand reaches. Take an inhale. Twist towards the right leg or left leg on exhale. Once again, you can grab it with elbow, hand, elbow to outside. Look over the left shoulder behind you. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale. Unwind on exhale. Straighten both legs and walk both hands forward once again. A few breaths here. Release the feet, come to an upright. Gather the knees, come to lay down on your back. You take a few rocks from side to side here. And release the feet to the mat. Hands alongside the body. Take an inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Then on exhale, release spine and hips back down. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale. for Shavasana now. We're gonna do a breathing exercise for Shavasana once again. So you can stay here with legs bent or legs straight, depending on how it feels to you. But just get comfy. And we're gonna kind of circle back around to that breathing exercise we did in the beginning, and I'll guide you through it. So once again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 3 little sips of air. You're gonna take a little sip of air into the low belly. You're gonna take a little sip of air into the mid belly, we're kind of right beneath the chest, and then you'll take a sip of air into the chest, and then a nice big exhale at the top. So take a normal inhale, and a normal exhale. And then inhale, a little sip of air into the low belly, mid belly, chest. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, a little sip of air into the low belly, mid belly, chest. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, chest. Exhale, let it go. Go through one more round. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, chest. Exhale, let it go. Just pause here for a few moments in silence, just allowing yourself to kind of just be for a moment. Quick little mini Shavasana. Just envisioning the thing that maybe something that you're ready to let go of. Maybe it's a habit, a pattern, a thought process. Maybe just bring to mind something that you're ready to release, you're ready to let go of. And take a nice deep inhale, all of us together on here. And on your exhale, imagine letting that thing go. Exhale, just let it go. Do that again. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. 3rd time's a charm. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, release it out into the universe. Just let yourself return to normal breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes a little bit. Then make your way up onto one side and up to a seat. I hope you all enjoyed that little twisting flow that we did. It can help the digestive tract. These classes will be up on our story for 24 hours, so if you didn't tune in on time or a little bit late or you were working, don't worry, it will be up on the story for the next 24 hours, so you can go and look at it on there. Make sure you drink a good amount of water after this practice just to kind of flush out anything we might have released. And yeah, I hope you're having a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good one. From us here at Art of Fitness to you guys, namaste. I'll be here again on Thursday, 9 a.m. Nice to see you.